Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good. I'm quite good.
Right. Welcome back. It's been a while.
Yes, thank you so much. And how has your day been so far?
Sometimes productive. A couple of hours have been a little lazy. I think the weekend is influencing me a little bit, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
So what would you
Um,
like to talk about today?
yes. Could you suggest me any topic that we can talk about?
Um, I'm curious, what sort of content do you watch?
I watch English related content, um, sometimes podcast, and sometimes audiobooks. These days, I am fond of watching audiobooks. It means I listen properly to learn proper pronunciation.
Okay, so let's tackle the
Yeah.
first point. When you say you listen to a lot of podcasts, which creators are you interested in? Tell us something. Maybe I can find some new, famous or interesting creator that I might like interesting.
Yeah, I don't watch that much podcast, but yeah, sometimes I prefer to watch podcasts, and I watch mostly creators who create English related content because I am also a YouTuber, so I need to watch some, videos nowadays, which videos are going on, and which type of content they are creating. So that's why I watch. Other than podcasts, I mostly watch Ranveer Alahabadia.
Okay, nice. So are there
Yes.
any videos that you would recommend to people who are watching your content?
Mm-hmm. I watch spiritual videos, yeah, of him when he create or uh, when he invites who create like videos or spiritual talks who talk. So that type of videos I watch. I don't know today what happens. I'm fumbling. Entire day today I didn't talk, and it was boring day for me. And it was raining today, so I took rest. And I am thinking that now I'm fumbling. Like
No,
everything is just empty in my mind. I would say nothing is going on.
it's okay. Once we talk for 5 minutes, you'll be sufficiently warmed up.
Yeah, and I thought today that entire day I didn't take any sessions, and even I didn't join any classes, even I didn't take. So I thought that with you I can start one session at least I can do for today. So that's why I instantly, messaged or texted there, and I got the chance to talk to you.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
good.
that's why.
Okay, so since today's Friday,
Mhm.
what are your plans for the weekend?
Okay. So mostly Saturdays and Sundays I'm occupied completely because I teach in institute, and children are there that I teach them actually in institute. They learn with me on Saturdays and Sundays mostly. So
You
I
can
am
complete it.
occupied entire day actually since morning till 5 p.m., 4 p.m. But yeah, I came back 5. So in
I
that
come
time.
back around 5.
Oh, sorry, I come back. Yes.
It's okay, no
Uh-huh.
problem. This happens to everybody. It happens to me as well. Sometimes when I'm talking at home, I'll say something stupid. One thing I've noticed is I've been creating a lot of content recently, right?
Mhm.
So I've gotten to the stage now that in my mind, I hate like talking about improvement or English because I've been doing so much of that in my content, right? I know
Yeah, exactly.
yesterday I was supposed to meet my friend because we had a discussion pending for like, so we both support different football clubs, and
Mhm.
the season has just started like a week ago. Last Friday was the first game of the season of the new year,
Mhm.
basically. And we wanted to have this discussion, decide, hey, what sort of players have each of our teams bought, how it's going to better our chances to winning the title and whatnot, right? And I
Mhm.
messaged him, and I was literally fatigued to such a level, especially in
Mhm.
English, that I just said, let me check. Actually, this is funny. This is so hilarious because if I show this chat to someone else, they'll just they'll just judge me so hard. Uh,
Okay, do you get bored speaking English?
I wouldn't say bored. That's not what I was trying to say. It's just that my
Okay.
brain was so drained that I didn't want to use any energy. So he messaged me down later question mark. I said, give me
Mm.
20 minutes to confirm. So he said KO instead of okay. He said OKO like that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been raining like crazy in Mumbai, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went. This is where I lost my mind, and I just went, "Yo, how we meet in many rains." You know, and
Mm-hmm.
this is on purpose, okay? This is something that I do with a lot of my friends. And then he said, okay, let us see an hour of how many rains.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
we were both just laughing at this, and he just said, rain is yet very, very, because he was saying that it's still raining like crazy. So, do you want
Mm-hmm.
to sit down in the rain? Do you want to chill? So, when these conversations happen, I feel like, should I clear my chat? Should I? Because I feel like if somebody checks these chats out, I'm going to get judged so hard.
Yeah.
But I guess with friends, it's allowed, right? You're allowed to like, fool around, be a little
Mhm.
silly. Have you ever
And
had these
basically,
moments where you didn't want to speak in English?
yeah, basically, what do you do in a day? If I ask, what is your daily routine look like?
Um, Well, for now, I just wake up around 9:10. I'll create some scripts by 12 to 3. I generally shoot because I live on the main road. So I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you can hear it right now, but there are a lot of people honking at all times. So when I'm creating videos, I don't have a mic right now. So I'm using my phone, and the mic really like I can hear the honking when I'm editing the
Mm-hmm.
videos. And by around 4, I get free, then I take a nap, then I'll probably sit with my family for like tea, snacks. And then in the evening, I'll do something more in terms of like watching content with my family, like maybe a movie or a show. I recently finished this documentary on the RBI that is on Hotstar. I don't know if you've come across.
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't watch.
Okay. No, no, because they were marketing it quite a bit. So I thought maybe you came across the ads. But anyway, so my day is usually very physically non, stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't get stressed physically that much, but for me, like my eyes are really like my eyes hurt a lot at night because I'm constantly on a screen, and
Mm-hmm.
mentally also I'm incredibly drained by 8 o'clock. That kind of sums up my routine. And by 9:10, sometimes I'll go down, meet my building friends. We'll watch a game together, football game, or we'll discuss about football or travel plans or just general, current events, I would say.
Okay. So don't you follow any hobbies or skills, or you're so much passionate into some skills or hobbies, and you like to do many times. Like for me, singing is my hobby, and I can do any time like that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I am passionate about a couple of things, but the way my brain works, I need a new hobby every 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Okay.
It's not
Mm-hmm.
something that is set in stone. This is not something, there are only 2 or 3 things I've been doing for years on end, So
Mm-hmm.
football, like playing football, watching football, that is a regular occurrence in my life. So, but unfortunately, I can only watch the games on Saturdays and Sundays when they're telecasted. So
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I sometimes spend some time gaming on my laptop. I'll I share a lot of reels. I share a
I
lot of
I
reels.
don't play any game. I don't have idea even. Earlier, I used to play Candy Crush, something like that. I even forgot.
Hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
So why do you not play games right now?
Yes, sorry.
Why don't you play games anymore? Do you not have any time?
I Frankly speaking, I don't have time because I am trying to build my career. I would say it's a rural area here. There are so many facilities are not there. I need to make my career first. Then only maybe I can establish myself so that I can earn money better. So in this type of situations I'm into right now. So I don't prefer to play games, and even I'm telling you, I don't go out much because all the time I need to take online classes. I'm into online all the time. I make videos, I need to edit, I need to upload. Oh my god, there are so many things that I need to do on my by myself. So So I don't go, and I sometimes I feel that this is too much for me. And I'm telling you, sometimes I want take rest. It's been year I have completed, frankly speaking, that it's been year, 1 year I have completed, and I'm doing hard work for English language, for YouTube, for making my career. Sometimes I feel that I need break. So this is today I'm telling you that I was feeling, and I didn't take any classes, and I was quite demotivated, I would say. I was thinking that my health is also not good. I can't even breathe properly. Day by day, it is happening. Just, long breathing. This is quite difficult for me these days due to watching a lot of videos and also using social media on the screen. I feel so. And editing part is vast, I would say. So that is
You,
what happening.
so is it, you said you were struggling with some breathing problems recently, right? You've been struggling with them.
Yeah.
Is that because of like a climate change? Maybe you have allergies, or
Hmm.
what is it?
I think so. I feel that it is a kind of an allergy because these days when I can't long breathe, when I can't breathe long properly,
I'm
that
trying
time
to
I
take
need to
deep breaths.
cough. Sorry.
You said you can say when I'm trying to take deep breaths, end up coughing.
Hmm. When I take deep breath, that time I need to cough. I cannot take deep breath. And when I do yoga, that time I feel good. But apart, and even I live in village, so when I go to my village, that time I feel really relaxed and light in my body. But when I come again back to my room, this is my rented house where I have all the things of internet and all the computers and everything. I use a lot there. I have to spend time, right? So that time again, I feel heavy in my body and in my chest. I think something is there. I don't know what is it. I think I should visit a doctor. And even I don't like to visit doctor. This is my problem. I feel that Gharelu Nuska is quite fine for me, doing yoga and meditation. But still, again, I need to come back on online. So again, I'll get. So I don't know what is the method or what is the solution
I
I'm
would
needing.
say, I would suggest one thing. It is very common for people to end up Googling their symptoms, because they want to get it fixed at home. They want to use remedies, homemade remedies, because they feel more natural. They feel more non-toxic. A lot of people, like myself included, I avoid taking medicine when I'm feeling sick, when I have a fever, when I have a cold, because I know my body will get used to it, and then the next time I get sick, I have to take a heavier dose. I completely agree with that statement, and I don't like adding these chemicals or these medicines in
Mm-hmm.
the body. But one thing I've noticed recently, because I had a neck injury in April, and
Mm-hmm.
that had put me on the bed for like 15 days. I was on bed rest for
Okay.
15 days, and I realized
Okay.
that
What do you think? What is the reason behind it? Due to using social media, online platform that you use,
behind my
screen?
neck injury,
Yes.
you
Okay.
asked
You got
me
injury. Okay. I
neck.
thought that you got the pain in behind your backside.
It was. So I'll tell you, when I went to the physiotherapist, eventually, like within 7, 8 days, the first 7, 8 days I was on heavy painkillers, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
I had to visit a physiotherapist so that I can continue my recovery much quicker, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he told me, like the second he saw me, he knows that there are a number of clients within an age profile, within a sort of category that qualify as corporate workers or people who sit on their desks or they're always on a screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
He asked me what the symptoms were, and I said one or two, and then he listed out all the symptoms that I had. And I said, "Yeah, how did you know that I have all these symptoms?" So his first
Okay.
answer was, "This is called tech neck, like technology, right?
Yes.
Yeah, tech
Uh,
neck." So he said,
okay.
this is so common because I see so many people within your age bracket who are in
Mm-hmm.
corporate jobs, who are traveling by buses, trains, cabs on Mumbai roads. They're always bent over on their table, like sort of typing down. Even when we're looking at our phone, we're looking down, right? Because the phone is close to our lap. So he said, because our neck is always tilted forward, your spine. Sorry, my dog wants to go out.
Okay. Not an issue.
Yeah. So he was explaining to me how when your neck is always tilted forward for an extended period of time, the nerves in your spine always get tensed up, right? So there is a small tissue between your spinal joints, I would say. Like I forgot the word what he used. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
your spine is made up of like sections, right? So between the
Mm-hmm.
sections, there's something that's really soft. It's like a tissue. It's like a raisin. Okay, like draksh. I don't know if you know what that is. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
so when you tilt forward, what happens is that that raisin it gets pushed out because the natural
Okay.
position is straight, right? So
Yes,
that
you're
muscle
right.
is between the joints. But when you
Mhm.
tilt it forward, it pushes out like this because there is no space on
Yeah.
this side once it tilts forward. So when that pushes out, it pushes into a nerve in your back. So
Mm-hmm.
when I had that injury, I was feeling like spiders, not spiders. What do you say? You know that like
Terms, I don't know. I don't remember the terms, but I can understand.
yeah, but like I was not paralyzed, but I was so close to not moving my arm because every time I would even do this, like my arm, my neck, everything would hurt like crazy. So I was on painkillers for that. So
Okay.
once I went through that, I realized that I need to stop treating my symptoms and I need to treat the
Mhm.
main reason for it. Because I can
Yeah.
take painkillers, I can do exercises to make my arm feel good. But as long as until I don't fix this neck injury of mine, it's going to keep happening again and again because it's not
Yes.
like now
Mhm.
suddenly I'm going and going outside to do a new job. I'm doing the same thing. I just need to
Mhm.
make sure I do it correctly, right?
Yes.
So that is another suggestion I would like to give you. This is something that I have learned. Don't treat the symptoms, treat the problem
Mhm.
itself. It may take longer, but the relief will be
Mhm.
much better in the long term for you.
So now are you fine or did you recover from
Like,
that
yeah, 90% I'm
injury?
much better. I don't feel any pain right now. My mobility is not compromised at the moment. But
Mhm.
there are times where for half an hour, maybe I'm sitting here, I'm looking down at my phone, or I'm watching something incredibly, like I'm watching a game, right? So what happens is my
Yeah.
laptop screen is at this level. I can see it right now, right? I'm on my laptop. But when I'm
Yes.
on the pad, when I'm on my tablet, or when I'm on my phone, it has to be kept at
Mhm.
a lower level so I can look at the desk, right? So when I'm
Yes, you are.
looking for half an hour, I can feel my nerves
Pain.
getting a little tight, feeling a little bad, you know. So, when there's a small break, a 10-minute commercial break, I'll get up, I'll do some stretches, I'll
Mhm.
sort of move my body around to let it know that, hey, don't start it again. I don't want to get injured again. So I am healed, but there is still a little bit of weakness. Once I am completely healed in like 3 or 4 months, then I'll start going to the gym. I'll work on those muscles, those nerves, so that I can
Mhm.
strengthen them in the future.
So do you take medicines for that?
I was on medication for maybe 15 or 20 days. Again, like I said, this was in
Mhm.
April. So I'm completely like I'm 90%, 95% healed at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you believe when we take medicine, that time it starts some different reactions, I would say, in our body, and also it starts hair fall? Because I have experienced this. I was taking a lot of medicine when I was suffering from a lot of things. I suffer actually in my body also. There are so many pain and so many things are happening. So I was taking. I used to take, but I stopped completely because I saw the hair fall problem started after taking
Side
those
effect.
medicines. Yeah,
Yeah.
affected a lot.
So,
So.
luckily, the medication that I took, it didn't have too many side effects. My doctors
Mhm.
did, they warned me not to take painkillers for more than 5 or 7 days because it really hurts your liver or kidney. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But one of those things, it has a lot of it does a lot of long-term damage when you take it for an extended period of time. That's why people who have permanent injuries to their spine, to any sort of body part that affects their movement, they're always advised to take painkillers with intervals, like maybe 2 or 3 times a week, 2 times a week, or something like that. And that's why they focus more on physiotherapy. So I don't know what medication you had. Again, I'm not a doctor. I have no clue
Mhm.
about this. But obviously,
Yes.
every medication has a side effect because at
Mhm.
some point, the medication is increasing a chemical or a hormone or something in your body, right?
Yeah.
So when that happens, when that imbalance happens, your body tries to balance it. So then the body might naturally increase another hormone or another chemical in your body to balance out something. So that sort of has this issue of having like
Mhm.
side effects. So anything you take, obviously, that's why the doctors say always advise the doctor before you do this. And when you are on a long-term medication, always keep talking to your doctor what changes you're feeling in your body, what side effects you're feeling. And if it's something super serious, then obviously the doctor will make sure that they can stop the first medication and give you something to calm your body down a little bit.
I'm really scared to visit doctor. I don't like to visit doctor. I don't like to take medicines. I prefer to stay at home. Whatever it may come, it may come. Yeah. And I wanted to ask you that do you do yoga and exercise? What do you like to do, yoga or exercise?
My mind is too chaotic for yoga, although I really want to try it.
Yeah.
My form of exercise for a very long time, for over 10, 15 years, has been playing football with my friends. So
Mm-hmm.
I go to this ground near my house, right? It's close to my house. It's about a kilometer from my house, and we have a group of 30 or 40 people, and we generally play football like 11 aside, like on the big ground. And I have my smartwatch and I use it to measure how long I've, how much I've run, how much energy or calories I've burnt in that particular workout, and I average around 5.5 kilometers per game. So I'm happy with that. Now recently we have lost the ground, so I have not played football in about 6 months. So I'm really interested in joining a gym. So at least in that way I can run 2 or 3 kilometers on the treadmill, do some heavy weightlifting, build some muscle, lose some fat. I'm getting a little fat now. So
Yeah.
we
I think
do
we
this.
are. I feel also because I don't go for walk. I don't follow now certain things which is needed in our life to become healthier. Earlier, I used to do a lot of things. I used to do yoga, meditation, exercise, and also I used to follow certain things to to make my routine better. But these days, it is completely destroyed. I would say distracted by doing a lot of things at the same time, so that's why I'm not able to manage all the things. But yeah, I really want to do these things. Yoga, it gives me so relaxed and so peaceful. When I do, I feel so calm. I even forget the things surrounding with me around with me. Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can say you sort of whenever you're doing yoga, it keeps your mind at peace and you are able to filter out the thoughts, the negative thoughts or the negative things that are
Mhm.
happening around you.
Mhm. Last question. The way you speak complete fluent, I would say, like it's so fast. Some people may get confused to understand you, right? Do you face this? Have you ever come across?
I have had issues sometimes. Sometimes when I get too excited about a topic, when it comes to football,
Mhm.
a new player that we've signed, I
Okay.
can ramble on really quickly. Like I can't control the speed of how I'm talking, right? So because I've been taking sessions at Clappingo for 5 years, I've realized that I need to control first my vocabulary level, second my
Okay.
talking speed, and third
Mhm.
what terms I'm using around people who may or may not understand it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just doing some research for the YouTube channel, for my YouTube channel now
Okay.
recently. And one tip that someone gave me was always make sure you're explaining things in in a medium level of English. Like don't go to
Yes.
a college level English. Just start with sixth grade or eighth grade English, right? And make
Mhm.
sure you explain things properly in easy language so people understand what you're trying to say. If you're using big
Yeah.
words, people might never subscribe to your channel just because you're using those words. They might feel like अरे ये क्या बोल रहा है इसको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा मुझे I don't
Anyway,
yeah that way.
yeah. And in communication, I always believe that we should speak slow and in a clear way so that people can understand easily and everybody can speak with us, right? And my last question I wanted to ask you that, okay, yeah, how did you get this much fluency? Like you always speak English, or you did something else to
Um,
become so fast a speaker?
okay, so this is something I've shared with a lot of people, but I'll say it again. When I was in my eighth or ninth grade, I switched schools, and when I went to the new school, everybody's first language was English. And at that time, I was more fluent in Hindi and Marwari because I'm not
Okay,
from.
that story I know. We have already
Yeah.
discussed about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
that story I
exactly.
know.
So because I felt that way, I've always focused on improving my English, and I ended up falling in love with movies, American movies, British movies, native English movies. And because I
Mhm,
fell in love with that, I just happened to learn so many words, so many ways
mhm,
to express myself, think 10 different ways to say the same thing, you know. I learned all those things, and I think
yeah.
that I got really lucky with that. And obviously, I had a decent environment around me. And once I knew I wanted to speak in English, I went out of my way to get friends or to get groups, football groups, football clubs that speak in English so
Mhm.
that I can improve on it even more.
Yes, but I can tell you that you speak so fast, and it looks like, oh my God, how did he learn English so fast and so fluent that people can't even understand sometimes, maybe.
So sorry about that.
It
I'll
happens.
make sure I control my speed from now on.
Yeah, it's fine for me, but for any other people, those who are watching, they will feel that, oh my God, he speaks so fast. How did he learn English? So
Mhm.
that is it. Yeah. Today I was making a lot of mistakes. I feel so. I don't know
Mhm.
what I'm speaking today.
See, until you have those bad days, you will not appreciate the good days. Okay, so always
Mhm.
take it in a positive sense.
Yeah, actually, what happens sometimes we are fluent. I speak a lot and I am fluent, but sometimes the situation and the mood also, I think, affects a lot. If our mood is not good at that much, or we don't have that energy,
Hmm.
I feel that in English, if I show a lot of energy, then I speak a lot of, like, I speak so much fluency. I speak so fluently. Yeah.
Fluently, yes.
Yes. But when I don't feel good, anything about for my mood or anything like that, any situation is like that, then I speak not good English.
Right.
So it is my problem, I think so. I today I realized.
See,
Yeah.
once you warm up, your brain gets into this flow, this momentum. You know, this is what we call form. That's why cricketers,
Mhm.
footballers, when they're in form, they perform really well. They can problem solve really quickly. They can understand things really quickly, and they can tackle it, right? But
Mhm.
when you're not in the right mindset, right? You're not mentally, your bandwidth is not available, right? That is
Yeah,
when your mind goes to autopilot, and in autopilot, people make mistakes all the time. I keep telling them. Okay,
you are right.
avoid the
Mhm.
autopilot before you start a conversation. Like, I'll give you your example. Before you start a session, just take 2 minutes to mentally sort of drain everything else and say, okay, I'm for the next 20 minutes, I'm just going to focus on this conversation. I'm going to focus
Mhm.
on my vocabulary. I'm going to focus on being a good listener. I'm going to focus on giving tips and tricks to my viewers on how to improve their English. Right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
All
Thank
right.
you so
So sorry to cut you off now, but I need to prepare for another session in like 5 minutes. So
much.
it was lovely talking to you. This was a great session.
Mhm.
And
Thank you so
hopefully your whatever meant health
much.
issues you've been facing, you are able to fix that really quickly.